All right, before we get to the interview, I want to ask a very inappropriate question.
We only known each other for a short time. I said, well, let's just get married and see how it goes. It's been going for 12 years now, and I couldn't be happier.
So I'm gonna be coming here at Christmas. I'll more likely be passing out on here if they don't kick me out.
All right, let's see.
Welcome to episode 1 of A Day With. I mentioned a couple weeks ago I want to start doing a monthly series, kind of like showcasing expats, locals, whatever, living in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Well, in episode 1 is going to be my good friend Darryl, a 55-year-old retiree, and we'll kind of go into his backstory, why he came here, what he does here, how the heck he ended up being friends with me. You know what? Enough talky, more showy. Let's cut to the episode, but first, we need to play the opening. Roll the opening.
Well, we made it. We're at Darryl's house. Darryl, thank you for having us out.
Sure.
Who's this little guy?
It's my little buddy Leo.
Hey, Leo. This is Darryl, my friend. I've known him for like around 6-7 months, right?
Yeah, getting close to a year, I think.
No restraining order, nothing. So far, so good.
Yeah.
I have to be honest. We actually went out. We went to his wife's shop, and then we went out and got something to eat. You know what? Let's show some footage of that, and then we'll come back to the house. And we'll do like a little house tour and a little sit down with Darryl. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, this is, my hand's in the way. Yeah, this is Darryl's wife's shop. She does altercations. Let's check it out. So this is Darryl's wife, Gift. Hello.
Hi.
This is her shop. She's a hard worker, right?
Yeah. How many machines you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 machines. So how long have you been here?
1.5 years, I think.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Almost 2.
2 years? Okay. Okay, good. So you did all this here.
Yeah, make like a dress.
Wait, you made this from scratch? You made this new?
Yeah, I make new one.
What?
I make 4,
Wow.
5 album.
What?
Different color.
Wow.
Different color. Color.
Where did you learn how to do this?
School here and in America some.
Okay, in Thailand and America. Very nice. All right, thank you.
Bye bye.
Get some lunch.
You can feed the fish here too.
Oh, okay. Nice.
My normal spot.
Okay, VIP table. So how far is this from your house, do you think?
This place is about a couple miles. We just live down the street, so it's convenient to come here on the scooters like we just did. And my wife and I come here often. It's a great place to relax and have a nice lunch.
He's getting the Leo. Leo makes me sick. Sing I like. I got chicken and cashew. All right, that's what Darryl ordered. Some shrimp. All right, Darryl, this looks really good.
Yeah.
Do you like a little shrimp voice? Hello, I'm Shrimpy. Beef stick. Some good sauce.
And when they cook these, they put a little piece of beef gristle of fat in there. So when it grills, it gives it the meat a nice flavor. Let's see what happens.
Beat the fish.
They'll show up. Look at that sucker.
Oh, wow.
Look at a shark. An 80 shark. Overgrown catfish.
Oh, yeah, we ordered some chicken wings. Yeah. I guess there's still some meat on there. I guess I'm not done yet.
Smallest chicken wings in Thailand.
Yeah, smallest chicken wings in Thailand. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go back to Darryl's and do an interview. Show me the house and all that good stuff. All right. That was gift shop, and we went and got something to eat. Now we're gonna go inside, take a look at Darryl's house, and have a little talk. All right, let's go in. All right, well, thank you for allowing us in, not calling the police, and I don't know, why don't you show us around?
Okay, well, here we are in the kitchen. This is an American-style Western kitchen I had put in because normally the house didn't have any of this, so we had to add all this into the house.
Okay, nice.
And then Gift has her own kitchen in the back here for doing all her cooking and frying.
Okay, this is a Thai-style
Tile-style
kitchen outside.
Yeah.
Some bananas.
Yeah, making fried bananas last night.
Bunch of herbs and plants out there. All right. Now, when did you have this house built?
I believe it was 2010.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
So around 10 years old. Very nice.
about
Beautiful
that.
house.
It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2-story. There's a bathroom downstairs and a big closet in here.
Closet.
Living room.
Living room.
Yeah.
He has a history at the Evel Knievel. We can hear about that later.
Oh, this is what I was showing Ken earlier. 30 years ago when I came to Thailand, it happened to be during my birthday month, and I still have the card that still says happy birthday.
Oh, nice.
From some girl in the nightclub, I guess.
Uh-oh, we can edit this out.
I still have it.
Yeah, I got something from a girl in a nightclub one time. Okay, this is all my crap. And this is his computer. I helped out a little bit on his computer and some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Beautiful living room.
well,
Okay.
this is the stairway up to the upstairs, and I redid the steps. And of course, we got Evel up here at the top of the stairs.
Okay, Evel Knievel.
My dad worked for Evel Knievel in the 1970s, and this is him and I in that day.
Darryl and Evel Knievel. What year is this?
1999.
1999. Wow.
San Diego,
21 years ago.
California. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So,
All right, let's go upstairs.
upstairs, and there's 3 bedrooms, and 2 more baths up here. So this is like a guest room.
It's a guest room. So I'm gonna be coming here at Christmas. I'll more likely be passing out on here if they don't kick me out. Green room.
Looks out to the rice field and the deck.
Oh, very nice. Nice extra bedroom. Okay, great. Is this the main bathroom?
No, it's a guest bathroom.
Oh, it's the guest. Holy cow! It's the guest bathroom. This is as big as my last apartment.
This is our master bedroom.
Bathroom, master bedroom.
Yeah.
Me.
And there's another full bath.
Oh, okay.
Here with the shower and
Nice.
hot water bottles
There
on
you
the
go.
wall.
Okay.
That's another cool thing about Thailand is the hot water system. It's on demand on the hot box right on the wall. You don't need a water heater outside your house. It's just right there in that little box.
Yeah, very nice. Beautiful.
And a view of Doi Satep Mountain.
Doi Satep Mountain.
Through all the phone lines.
Yeah, through the phone lines and through the pollution. All right, cool. Leo, making sure no shenanigans. Hey, Leo. Hey, puppy.
And I have nice neighbors.
Ah, that's big.
Luckily, that's a big plus to have
Yeah.
people you get along with next door. So
Exactly.
It's great. Leo down the stairs.
Leo. This little goofball.
I taught him how to do that. I'd put snacks on the steps and get him to go up the steps.
Oh, okay. All right, so why don't we go up to the little deck area and have a little talk? All right. So yeah, we're gonna do the talk upstairs in the little deck area. Actually, it's not that little. It's pretty nice. So let's rice field behind his house. Right up here is where we're gonna do the interview. All right, before we get started, why does my voice keep on cracking? Am I going through puberty? All right, before we get to the interview, I want to ask a very inappropriate question. How much does this house cost? This is a very nice house. I know money goes a long way here, so Darryl, do you mind if I ask you, how much did you pay for this house?
$48,000 US.
Now with the interview. Yeah, Leo. Okay. Leo likes eating things out of my bag. Oh, be like that. All right, so we're here with Darryl. I'm going to ask hard-hitting questions. Not really that hard-hitting. You ready?
Okay.
All right. So, where do you come from?
A small town, New England town, Massachusetts, town of Orange, Mass.
So, what is your family background?
Family background, my dad's a retired Teamster union worker from the driving trucks, heavy equipment operator. Retired right at 65 doing that, lives in Las Vegas. My mom's retired hairdresser, still living back in our hometown of Massachusetts. And I have an older brother and sister. Brother's a motorcycle mechanic, racer. My sister has been in the home health care field for many years, and she lives in Las Vegas, not far from my dad. So that's kind of the history there. And
it seems like your family has quite a history with motorcycles, with your brother being a mechanic, and your father worked for some motorcycle guy. Who is it? What's the
yeah,
story?
my dad traveled to work with Evel Knievel all throughout the 1970s, and I was involved in a lot of those jumps and out at the Snake River Canyon and all that kind of stuff. So there's quite a history and friendship with Evel. For about 37 years we knew him. My dad was actually a pallbearer at his funeral, so yeah, very dear friend.
Very nice, very nice. You know, I have a question. Have you ever been on another YouTube channel before?
Yes, I had a debut several years ago with Retirecheap.Asia with JC, and there's actually two. He interviewed my wife one time when we first acquired the house, and then several years later, when I actually retired and moved here, he came back over and viewed both of us together right here on this deck. So.
And of course, you're on Bruno Unframed probably like 6-7 months ago. We met at the abandoned parking lot.
By the tire.
By the tire, yeah, can't forget that.
Yeah, I always saw this guy, Bruno Unframed, and I recognized all your videos, the area that you live in. I said, that's not far from me, so I contacted you, and we've been friends ever since that day.
And what did you do back home?
I was a painting contractor. I've been painting houses since high school, my whole life, so probably about 30, 35 years of doing that, and retired at 52, and then in 2017, and that's when we moved over to Thailand.
When did you first come to Thailand and why?
I had the opportunity to come to Thailand in 1990. I moved to San Diego in 87, and then 1990, I met a Thai guy, his name is Pat, my good friend Pat, on a softball team. And he said, hey man, he says, you want to go check out my country in Thailand? And I'm like, Thailand? I never even thought of the concept of anything about Asia or anything like that. And I did. Just so happens I was able to get my work schedule good, and I came over for on a month's trip with him. And that's what changed my life. That's why I'm here today. It was just an incredible life-changing experience.
Okay, is that how you became interested in retiring in Thailand?
Yeah, mainly because of people can retire here on a minimal monthly budget. People back in the States who are struggling, especially nowadays, don't realize that you can have a wonderful life on just your Social Security here in Thailand. And that's one of the reasons I moved here, because in the future I will be getting my Social Security, and it'll be wonderful, yeah.
Did you ever consider any other countries, or has it always been Thailand?
Mexico. Yeah, I thought one day I was going to get married and maybe someday retire down in Mexico. And I love Mexico. In a lot of ways it reminds me of Thailand because of the culture and the people. When you go deep down into Mexico, the people are like the same here. They're so hospitable, so wonderful and caring, and just genuine good people. And that's what I love about this country, is the culture and the people. Is what it's all about. It's beautiful, yeah.
Totally. Okay, I mean, you said about the culture and the people. Besides that, what else do you love about living in Thailand?
Sometimes I feel I have more freedom here than I do back home. Like if I want to go fishing, I don't need a fishing license. I don't have to spend $50 to get a license. I tell that the Thai people here, and they laugh. You have to have a license in the States to go fishing? Yeah, you can be fined heavily if you don't have one. I don't have to wear a motorcycle helmet if I don't want to go cruising around my neighborhood. When you take trips, I just came back from an 8-day trip. There are not police hiding behind the roadside with a radar gun and going to give you a $200, $300 ticket for speeding. There's none of that here. I feel I just have a total freedom here. Really do, yeah.
On the flip side, what do you find to be challenging about living here?
Well, of course, the language barrier. I don't speak fluent Thai. I know some words and some things, and that's my own fault, my own laziness. I'm so preoccupied by having fun and doing other things. I don't take time to go to school, and my wife is always willing to teach me, but I just never seem to get around to it, which is, like I said, that's my fault. But I'm learning little by little. The more I hang around Thai people, the more things you pick up. And other than the challenging things,
what about cultural things? Is there any kind of I find a couple of things, like time, and sometimes it's kind of hard to read, facial expressions, stuff like that. It's easy to misinterpret things. And same with me. They see me look a certain way. They're like, oh, why are you so serious? I'm not serious. I don't know. Yeah,
there are some confusing things from time to time, sure. And when you want to order something. Like today, I want to order 2 orders of chicken, and he brought me, I said, guy or chicken, and he must have thought I said check bin, meaning the bill. So he brought me the bill. And then we explained it to him again, 2 orders of chicken, and then they, just simple little things like that. And yeah, and I learned something recently from another friend of ours, and it's so true. When you come to Thailand, you can't compare it to back home. Oh, well, when I was in the States and I had a glass of wine, they filled it up a lot further than that. This is what I'm referring to. My friend says, well, we're not in the States. Well, it's true. You have to get used to, you have to do the Thai way. You can't compare everything to back home because it's completely different here. And that's why I live here. I love it because the things are completely different here. Yeah, and it's always something new and different all the time, it seems like, yeah.
Okay, earlier we met your lovely wife, Gif. Not Gift, but Gif. I know.
G-I-F, yeah.
I mispronounce everything, but
well, how I met Gif.
Yeah, how you met Gif, and how did that whole thing, how did you guys end up getting married, and whatever
yeah.
you want to tell.
Well, like I said, the first trip was with my friend Pat in 1990. He met his wife on that trip. They're still happily married, have 2 grown daughters off to college, and you know, I say, well, I'd like to find a Thai lady someday and be married. And I don't know, during we had the economy going on there in 2007, 2008, the financial market with the housing and the real estate and all that. I was caught up in all that, and he said, hey man, just come up to Thailand with us and take a break, and I did, and that was in December of 2007, the last week. And then after we came here for a month, and on the last week, now we're into 2008 of January, and we had 1 week left out of our month trip. And Pat lives up in Chiang Mai, and I says, I'd like to go back down to Chiang Mai, which is a 4-hour drive down to this city that I visited 30 years ago. I want to see it again. And we stayed at the same hotel we stayed at 30 years ago, the Diamond Hotel. Well, it was closed in the front. It was now a nightclub with singing and food, and the new Diamond Hotel was in the back parking lot, brand new building next to the river. So we stopped in at this nightclub about 10, 11 o'clock at night to have a drink. And there were Thai girls that came out on stage singing, and in groups usually. And then there was one girl that came out by herself, and this is the honest truth. The song Hotel California started playing. I'm going, wow, because all the songs prior were Thai songs. I go, oh, I know this song. And then I hear the songs playing and playing, and then I see this girl step out with these thigh-high boots and a little outfit on. I'm going, wow, look at this girl. And she starts singing this song, Hotel California. And you can buy them a money wreath. It's called a flower, give a flower. So I told the maitre d' to come over and put some money, and you can walk up and she'll come down, you put the wreath around their neck. When she was done with the song, she come over and sat down and talked to us, and she spoke a little English. And my Thai friend Pat was speaking Thai with her and stuff, and I don't know, I ended up staying that final week in the city of Chiang Mai and hanging out with Gif every day. And just started from there. So yeah, it was quite a thing.
Oh, okay.
So, but that's how it started. Yeah.
Yeah. So, how long were you away from her? Were you away from her for a while, or?
Yeah. So that was my last week here. I only spent 7 days with her, and I had to get back to the States. Flew back home. I got back into painting. I got a few painting jobs doing that. I worked for another 8 months, saved some money, and flew back over here for another month. And she already had a little guest house all set up for me, paid in advance, so I had a place to stay when I got here for that month time. And then she took me to the village up north of here, to the city of Nan, to where her parents live. And she brought me home to the village, and they had a big party there, and everyone welcomed me to the village, and we all tied the Thai strings, and it was a whole big. I had no idea what was going on. This is all new to me. And I tell you, it got quite emotional because there's all these people. They're bringing food and gifts, and they're just wonderful. It was just hard to explain unless you experience it. And that was the beginning of getting the K-1 marriage visa and getting Gif over to America. which we did. I started it over here, the paperwork. Then I had to do all the paperwork on my end in the States with immigration to get her to come over and all my background stuff. It took 6 months, and I've heard some people it's taken a year, 2 years, but exactly 6 months, and she was coming over to America on a K-1 visa, marriage visa, and it's only good for 30 days. At the end of the 30 days, she either has to go home or we get married in the States. So I says, we only known each other for a short time. I says, well, let's just get married and see how it goes. It's been going for 12 years now, and I couldn't be happier. Yeah, so it's been really good. Yeah.
So how did she like living back in the States? Did she like it?
Not her culture. It was just very different for her, and she was there for 9 years. And we had a lot of good times, and she learned a lot of stuff with the sewing. She met some really neat professional people that taught her a lot of sewing tricks of the trade and different things, and which was great. But as far as the cultural stuff, and it's just not her thing.
But she stuck it out for 9 years. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but she was always just waiting for me to say it's time to go home to Thailand. The only reason she was there was for me, and waiting for me to get done with my work and get all our ducks in a row, so to speak, so we could come over here. And at the end of 9 years, the time was right. 2017, we left. The one thing about that trip, and most people that are planning on moving over to Thailand, what happened to me is you're laying in bed at night, you can't sleep because you're thinking you've got so much stuff in your house. How am I going to get rid of and sell all this stuff? The buildup and the preparation to come over here. It's a lot of stuff you got to do, and you got to think of a lot of cross the T's, dot the I's, and think of all these things you got to take care of before relocating to another country. And when you live here, you just can't live here. You have to show the Thai government you can support yourself to live in the country. It's not like you just land here and say, "Oh well, there's a lot of things you have to do." But I couldn't be happier to live here because it's an incredible, fun place to live.
So you left America. What do you miss most about living in America?
Well, family and friends. Basically that's it. Other than that, not a whole lot. I mean, I spent 30 years especially in California. I spent 30 years in San Diego. Beautiful city, wonderful, and a lot of wonderful people. And it was time to go. I really don't miss much because, as far as my food and stuff, I can get anything here, any type of American food I want.
Chiang Mai has everything.
Chiang Mai has everything here. Big movie theaters, indoor skating rinks, you name it, it's here.
McDonald's
everywhere, and 7-Elevens.
Oh, yeah, there are a couple, right?
Yeah, there's like 2 on one street opposite each other in some places.
What don't you miss about living in the States?
Whew, right now?
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
What I don't miss? Working?
Yeah.
No, I like to work and stuff. I work on my house all the time, always doing stuff. But as far as the daily grind of, getting up super early and going to the paint store and dealing with customers and all this stuff, and I don't know, I don't miss much of that.
I forgot to ask a question, so I'm just breaking in right now. What do you like doing in your retirement in Chiang Mai, Thailand? That sounds slurred.
Spare time? I do a lot of work around my house to stay busy, and I love riding my motorcycle. I love just taking off and getting lost and going places and going on road trips. Going up and visiting my in-laws up north of here, and yeah, I always seem to stay busy doing something. The house is spotless. I'm a good house cleaner.
Back to the interview.
What advice do you have for people who want to move here but just don't want to take the leap? Like, what advice do you have? Let's say they have the means, but they just emotionally don't want to do it, but they really want to come, but they're just afraid to do it.
Well, don't sell everything and just come over here. Come over here for 6 months to a year, get whatever visa you need for that, and really take your time and travel and enjoy the country. Hang around up in the north where we live. Go down south for a while with the most beautiful beaches in the world down there. Live around that area there and check it out and see if you really like it and the culture and the foods, and then make a decision. If that's what you're going to do, go home and get your stuff and make it happen. Believe me, people that come here never want to leave because there's something about Thailand. When you come here, the Buddhist culture and back to the people again. There's something about that just draws you in here, and you don't want to go back home because it's just, life is so different here and easy and laid back. We always say sabai sabai, just take it easy, you know. So, but there's definitely something about if people that come here and check it out, they'll return for sure.
Darryl, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You're a very gracious host. Thank you for sharing your story, and yeah, I hope you're happy. I hope he's happy with the video. I think he's stronger than me. I think he can beat me up, and I have sore feet, so you're probably faster than me too. All right, well, thank you, and I'm gonna end the video here. All right, well, this is my first time doing a day with, and once again, thank you so much, Darryl. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below. Let me know what I did right, what I didn't do right, all that good stuff. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, what the heck, baby? Subscribe and click that bell. If you want to contact me, click on the Instagram link down below. And as always, no matter who you are or where you are, peace. And actually, can you do peace up to the camera?